Happy New Year, gorgeous. Welcome to 2026. I hope that you had the absolute best Christmas, that you're feeling refreshed, re-energized. You've had a great time with loved ones. You've probably eaten and drunken lots of things. Maybe you've got some new health goals for the new year. Maybe you're going to do dry January. Maybe you had a dry Christmas. And if you did, well done. I didn't, I'm afraid to say. But here we are. It's 2026 and this, if you may have noticed, is a brand new feature that I am adding to the podcast. So we normally drop you an episode on a Wednesday morning, which is usually a strategically led episode, a solo episode. And what we're doing in 2026 is I will still be doing those Wednesday solo episodes, and they will absolutely be strategically led. And I'm also going to be inviting some guests onto the show. So if there's any guests that you want me to try and get on, let me know. If you want to be a guest, message me. Just message me over on Instagram and we can have a chat about what your show might include. But this is Sunday, right? This is our Sunday night nudge. And I've created this segment of the show from listening to you, by hearing your feedback. What you seem to love from me is that big sis arm around the shoulder that says, come on, babe, you've got this. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about this. You've got this, right? We can do this. And so the Sunday night nudge is exactly that. This is your little weekly pep talk where I will be dropping maybe a bit of mindset stuff, maybe a bit of motivational stuff, maybe the odd strategy in there, but giving you that real leg up into the week so that you feel fired up and ready to go, okay? So given that it's a new year, and this is our first Sunday night nudge, I thought we would dedicate this to New Year goals, right? Because I know so many of you don't actually like setting New Year goals because you're still maybe thinking about the old goals that you didn't hit. And maybe that feels frustrating. Maybe you feel disappointed. Maybe you feel, I've let myself down. Yeah, I have not hit my 2025 goals, right? So I'm just going to put that straight out there now. I did not hit my 2025 goal, and I am absolutely okay with that. Why am I okay with it? Because I don't make it mean anything about me. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Doesn't mean I'm not worthy. Doesn't mean that the rest of my business won't be a success. I set some huge goals. Huge. And if I hadn't set them so huge, I may not have had the great year that I've had. And so I'm sat here, in gratitude for 2025, in gratitude for not hitting that big goal, because if I hadn't have been so ambitious, I could have set myself a much easier goal and be sat here now going, woohoo! But actually, who am I kidding? I set a big goal. I took the action. I didn't quite hit it, and that is okay. I don't make it mean anything about me. And so that is what I want you to take from this conversation that we're having now, right? Let go of any of the old goals that you didn't hit. Let go of any of the meaning that you associated to that, and think about the future. Think about your 2026 goal. Think about who is that version of you that gets to celebrate that goal. How does she move? How does she show up? Yeah, what does she wear? Where does she go to work? Does she go and work in a bougie coffee shop once a week to make herself feel really incredible? So she creates content and messaging from an up-leveled identity space. Who is that version of you? And how might you need to move differently in 2026 to hit the big goals that I know that you've set? Do not focus on opportunities that you miss. Don't focus on anything that feels like a disappointment, right? Let it go. And if I could sing now, I would sing Let It Go. But I'm not going to do that because if you've got earbuds in, you definitely don't want me singing into your ear for New Year. That is not good, right? That is not good. The old version of you did her best, right? You did your best. You did what you could. But in 2026, what does it need to look like? What do you want it to look like? How much bolder do you want to be? How much braver do you want to be? How much more certain do you want to feel about the results that you are going to create? So I want you to really close your eyes and visualize. Don't close your eyes if you're driving. Visualize the version of you who gets to celebrate the goal that you have set. I want you to get clear. Grab your journal if you can. Get really clear on who she is. What does she believe? Yeah, you might want to journal on the question of what beliefs do I need to carry with me throughout 2026 so that I can really anchor in to the identity, to the version of me who believes that. So that when you're in those little moments of doubt, you've got something to go back and read to remind you of how incredible you really are. Okay? So who are you becoming in 2026? What is on that to-do list? What do you want your dream week to look like? What do you want your dream month to look like? Have you got a 2026 wish list, bucket list, vision board? Yeah, what is on it? Now, one thing that I will always do at the start of a new year is I will picture myself December the 31st at the end of the year that we're just beginning. Yeah, so for you, picture yourself on December the 31st, 2026. You're sat with your loved ones reflecting on the year. What do you want to be celebrating? What do you want to feel proud of? Where do you want to be able to reflect and go, oh my God, did I actually do that? I can't believe I actually did that. Yeah, like think big. I want you to think massively big, because the bigger that you think, the bigger you move. Yeah, the bigger, the bolder, the braver you are when you choose to take action. Okay? I want this to be a year where you embrace the messy action. I want this to be a year where you don't overthink, because all of that stuff holds you back. Money loves speed. Success loves speed. Success loves 80% good. Yeah? 80% good of something, whether that's you building a funnel or a sales page or a new offer. Just get it out there. Get the beta version out there. 80% good is enough. Okay? It is enough. This is the year, right? 2026 is the year of community. It's the year of connection. It's the year of relationships. And there is a new version of you that is just waiting to burst out and be seen and be known and be respected, be admired, be hired for who you are. Okay? But that is not going to happen unless you commit to moving in a way that will bring you that result, that steps you into that new identity. Because if you move through 2026 the same way that you move through 2025, you will achieve the same as you did in 2025. It ain't going to get any better. Okay, so set the goals big, think big, move big, be brave, be bold, take risks, step outside of comfort zone into stretch zone. Yeah, and move from that place. Move from a place of being maybe a little bit scared. Yeah, I did a post once. I think all it was like a quote post, and I put on it, do it messy, do it scared, but just do it. And it went viral. It did really, really well, because I think really that's the permission that we all need to hear. Yeah, I probably should post it again, shouldn't I? Do it messy, do it scared, but just do it. Yeah, that is your permission. Permission to do 80% of perfect. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed your first Rach pep talk. If there is something, right, if there is that little voice that comes in your head too regularly for your liking, and you want me to record a pep talk that is specifically to help you with that one little niggling doubt, you want me to show up here and give you a 5-minute TED talk to help you to overcome that niggling doubt, then let me know what it is and I will add it to my pep talk list. Okay, so thank you for being here. Happy New Year again. Yeah, let's go and kick some 2026 butt. And I'm here for any questions, anything that you need. Drop me a message on Instagram and I will see you for Wednesday's show as normal.